Congratulations on the win, Coach. What are your general thoughts on the victory?
First half, I thought the team really came out with such enthusiasm, and they were so opportunistic to win this game, and you could feel it. You could just feel how hard they wanted to be successful and get those two in. And you can't ask enough about Enzi and Steffi, but I thought the whole team, the first 45 minutes, we really took it to Kansas. And then, of course, we had a couple more chances. Wish we would have finished. But unfortunately, we didn't get that clean sheet. And that's why Kansas is the number 11th team in the country.
Keep going, Sam.
Coach, Kansas obviously is one of the tougher defenses in the league, especially when they throw that extra defender back there. What was the game plan in attacking that five-man defense, and how do you think they executed?
Well, absolutely, they're one of the toughest defense in the league. You can see they're very cheap when it comes to giving up goals. So we really wanted to stretch them. I thought our wide play was great tonight. I thought we opened them up, kind of found the seams, and then you saw the midfield doing kind of the same thing, really trying to get in those channels to create pockets. But we also felt that, if we were able to isolate a couple of their center backs, it was a good matchup, and I thought Alina Stahl did a great job tonight with that.
Hi, Matt.
Hi, Coach. Julianne Valeron forced to come in as a fullback there. That is a position she's played before. Are you comfortable with that as an option going forward, or are you ideally hoping, for Mackenzie Young to be back healthy and fully fit?
Yeah, I thought Jubes was the unsung hero. She obviously has had some international play back there, and we played her back there last year, but hasn't gotten any minutes. So I'm very comfortable. Jubes has got a huge soccer IQ and intelligence about the game. So she's a kid that I really feel comfortable putting anywhere but goal.
Sam, back to you.
Coach Keza, from up here on top of the bleachers, you can hear her shouting out to her teammates, giving commands, pep talks, etc. However, she looked kind of bored for the first 75 minutes, because she didn't really face a lot of shots. But she kind of seems to be growing into that leadership role as the goalkeeper. How do you rate her performances so far through, I think, 4 games?
Yeah, it's interesting. Both of them, both our goalkeepers, I haven't seen play much. So it's been really interesting to watch them as they kind of go along and get those minutes, those game minutes. So I think Keza was a tremendous leader for us back there, communicating, organizing. Obviously, that's part of her job. She's the 5th coach out there. She sees the whole field, and she's really taken on that role. And I think every minute she gets more confident and more understanding of what we need her to do.
Coach, how about the fans tonight? They sounded like they missed this team and watching them here.
They were great. I don't know how many were there, but it didn't matter because, like I always says, Mountaineer Nation just brings the electric, and we could feel them. We were so excited for them to be back, and I thought that was the best half we've played, and I'm going to attribute a lot to them.
Go ahead, Matt.
Coach, we spoke earlier in the year about Enzi Broussard just adding that consistency to her game because she's always been so exciting and so creative. What do you think's been the main key to that big leap forward this year and kind of doing it week in, week out?
I just think it, mentally, physically, technically, tactically, that year of growth in all those areas was huge for her. Coming in as a freshman, it's always hard. You think but then you don't know. And I just think that she really took a good understanding of what it takes at this level. And, she put the work in. And, that is something that we hope all players understand is it's a process. And as long as you continue to work, and do everything you can to become the best version of yourself, you can take that leap and do exactly what Enzi did.
Any other final questions for Coach tonight?
Yeah, I got one if I can go.
Go ahead.
Coach, it's no question that tonight definitely got to be a physical game, especially there in the second half. Kansas racked up 13 fouls and 2 yellow cards. How do you think the girls keep their composure when games get like that?
I just let them know that the refs are mine. They're mine. That's part of my job. That's part of what I do. And just let me focus on them, and don't miss a beat, and don't let them disrupt your play. So my hope is that they continue to just do their job, as we always talk about, do your job and outwork everybody, and let me do my job, and I'll take care of the refs.
Okay, Matt, one more.
Coach, I'm sure you'll have to speak about this enough in the week, but that TCU game, it doesn't need to be said how huge that could be. The first Big 12 regular season title since 2016, potentially. How do you go about preparing a team for a game like that? Is it the same as always, or do you have to do something special to get into their heads?
Nah, I mean, I'm always been about routine. I love to just stay in our routine and continue our routine. They knew what was at stake tonight. They knew that we don't know what was happening with COVID, if we'd be back here in the spring. So we wanted to be undefeated at home. And then obviously we know what's at stake versus, what is TCU, 4th in the country right now? So we know what's at stake. Not only has TCU earned that, but now we know that a championship is on the line, and that was a goal of this team.